Yo, what it do, what it do? See, I'm being creative with my introductions. Welcome back. Happy Thursday. We are going to learn a new measurement today. It's not very difficult. A new measurement today is called interquartile range. Go ahead and complete your PDN. Come back and we'll check your answers when you're done. Okay, just like yesterday, we're interpreting this graph. The median is this line right here, which would be 48. What percent of the kids spend more than an hour, 60 minutes on homework? So 60 minutes is right here. We're looking for more than 60 minutes. Each section of the graph is 25%. So I know that from 60 all the way to the maximum is 25%. What percent of kids spend less than 20 minutes? 20 is right here. It's asking about this part of the graph. Each part of the graph is 25%. Challenge question 1. What percent of kids spend between 20 and 60 minutes? 20 is here and 60 is here. I know this section of the graph is 25%. I know this section of the graph is 25%. So what section is inside the orange? That's 50% altogether. 25 plus 25. What's the range of the set of data? I know that the biggest number is 190. Subtract the smallest number, which is 0. 190 minus 0 gives me 190. So that's the range of the set of the data. Okay. Today we're going to learn about a new measure for box plots. When we did mean, we learned about mean absolute deviation, which showed us variability of the data. Remember, you worked on this with graphs on last Monday. Variability means whether it's really spread out or whether it's close together. For box plots, we also have a measure of variability, but this one is so much easier. Mean absolute deviation is one of the most difficult things you do in 6th grade because it takes so many steps. This one is not as hard. To measure variability in a box plot, we use something called the interquartile range. To find the interquartile range, IQR, very simple. We take the value of the 3rd quartile, or the upper quartile, and the 1st quartile, or the lower quartile, and we subtract. It's that easy. We take this number minus this number, and that gives us the interquartile range. So here's our example. This is the same box plot we saw yesterday. What is the upper quartile on this one? Comes right down to 26. What is the lower quartile? Now be careful because this one doesn't actually fall in 14 or 15. It falls in between 14 and 15. So the lower quartile is 1450. So what do we have to do? We have to do $26 minus $14.50. That's going to give us the interquartile range. $26 minus $14.50 is $11.50. So our interquartile range is $11.50. That is the distance from here to here. We got it from subtracting. When we see something like this, okay, we know that our upper quartile is 70. We know our lower quartile is, doesn't land exactly on 30. Let's call it 29. 70 minus 29 gives us 41. So our interquartile range, or IQR, is 41. It's as simple as doing a subtraction problem if you can interpret the box plot. Upper quartile minus lower quartile. Now I've kind of broken your practice set into 2 today. For the first one, you're going to practice everything you did this week and then do interquartile range. For the second one, you're just going to be finding interquartile range, okay? So go ahead and pause the video, do practice set 1. You're going to do stuff that you did on Monday and Tuesday, and then we're going to add the interquartile range from today. Come back when you are ready to check your answer. Okay, first step is always put them in order from least to greatest. Let's go. 4, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 10, 11, 12, 14. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Always check them so you don't make a mistake. 12, if I cut that in half, there's going to be 6 on the left side. And there's going to be 6 on the right side, which means that my median falls in between these two numbers, between 9 and 10. Is 9.5. Upper quartile is the middle of this side. Middle of 10 and 11 is 10.5. Lower quartile is the middle of this side. In between 7 and 7 is 7. Highest value, 14. Lowest value, 4. I'm now ready to make a box plot. Remember, I said on Tuesday, it might be easier to jot this down on scrap paper so you don't have to go back and forth. Just like Tuesday, double click the number line so that you can make it. I need to make a line at my median, which is 9.5, in between 9 and 10. Line at my upper quartile, 10.5. Line at my lower quartile, 7.5. I already tell you this box is going to look a little jacked up, and that's okay. Line to close the box. That's up. Yeah. Another line to close the box. Oh. Not perfect, but such is life on a computer. Put a dot at my lowest value. Sorry, my highest value, which is 14. Doesn't matter which one I do first. Dot at my lowest value, which is 4. Draw a line from the dot to the box. Draw a line from the dot to the box. Hopefully yours looks a little bit nicer than mine. Go ahead and save and close, and then I'll be on there. Okay, you're going to do another one of those on your exit ticket today, so make sure that you are still being sharp with those. Now we have a couple more questions to answer. Interquartile range. I already said that my upper quartile was 10.5. Ooh, I screwed this up, didn't I? I better double check it. I had said that my lower quartile was 7.5. We actually already decided that my lower quartile is not 7.5, right? It is 7. So I need to move this here. I need to extend this line here, extend this line here, and shorten this line a little bit to actually make it right. Okay, because my lower quartile I had right here, for some reason I said it was 7.5 here. That's incorrect. Between 7 and 7 is just 7. So I'm going to mark it as just 7. Okay, now interquartile range. Since I already found my upper quartile and lower quartile right here, I could use the box plot or I could just use these numbers. Upper quartile is 10.5 minus lower quartile is 7. 10.5 minus 7 is 3.5. So interquartile range is 3.5. Highest value is 14. Lowest value was 4. Range is 10. Double check that you have those answers correct. For the next set, I am not going to give you the answers. I'll just double check them on your classwork. So you'll do the IQR interquartile ranges here. All you need to look at is upper quartile and lower quartile and subtract. You can move right onto your exit ticket when you're done with that. Notice when you get to your exit ticket, I was really, really nice. And if you look at these numbers, you might notice they're already in order for you. So you get to actually skip a step, which will make it a little bit quicker for you. You're not asked to make a box plot on this, just to come up with your measurements. And then don't forget to answer the question, what's interquartile range? Any questions, give me a, excuse me, give me a text or give me a call, 847-769-4731. Have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for our last lesson of the week. See you guys.